Hey, it's Elaine with Sweet Stampin here, live this last Tuesday of February. Hey, Joan. Hey, Karen. Thanks for joining. I'm so excited to share with you the February Paper Pumpkin Kit, Celebrate Spring, and do a quick review of everything that is ending this week for all the specials in February. So let's get that, let's go through that really quick. So we have the join offer where you get a stamp positioner for free if you join my group, and that ends on I can't remember if that's the 28th or March 2nd, because some things are ending the end of March and something or February. I'm all mixed up. And then bonus days will be ending. So if you have any bonus days coupons left, that's the 28th. You want to use them before the 28th. So mark that down right now to place your order and use your bonus days coupon. And also product of the month. So February product of the month is going to change to the March product of the month. So don't want to miss that. And then last of all, I still have my paper pumpkin tutorials available for $15. And if you place a $50 order this month, you're going to get this, I think this is last month. So you're going to get next month's tutorial pack. And I do have 2 classes coming up, and I am going to offer them to go. So I have a spring class coming up. So a little bit of Easter, a little bit of flowers, and a spring retreat coming up. And you can check that all out on my website. Woo! So lots of things happening and lots of things coming in March. Lots of new online exclusives that I'll be sharing with you, as well as some new kits. So let's first do a review of last week. Last week we did the Lovely and Beautiful suite, which was lovely and beautiful. So let's take a look here at some of the cards we made. And I, of course, sat here and made a lot more. So I think we did this card, yep. And these are the gems, the faceted circles that go with it. And then let's see, what should I show next? Oops, this is in the wrong spot. And so these are 2 that I made later. So these are kind of a similar color scheme. Pull them down. Hi, Carrie. And this is one that I showed that my team made for our team project. And then here's some similar colors here. So made these cards. And then I do have a petal pink one, kind of similar to this one a little bit in layout. But I went ahead and used the leaf and watercolored a little bit, and then did a petal pink watercolored flower and added some of the gold and embossed this on one of the vellum gold pieces. So this one is amazing. That's the same thing. This is another fancy, this is the fancy one that we made, super fancy. And then this is one that I finished, that we started. I added a gold vellum flower here and stamped thanks. And then here's another petal pink one, doing petal pink. I think I can move these down a little bit smaller. Yes. And then this one I showed, and this is our folding window card, and I added this flower right here on the vellum. And then I was going to do a vellum piece for the back to kind of hide that, but I have not done that yet, but I will. And then you could put like a little floating sentiment in there. So this is a really fun card. And then I saw one of these Z-fold cards. I'm not exactly sure what it's called. A 4-fold, maybe 4-fold Z-fold. And I used the Lazy Daisy embossing folder. I love that embossing folder, and I'm going to use it again today because it is so cool. And so this is really fun. And these little corners are really fun. So I added the corners here to this card. And then I think I added them to, I did the gold corners here. And then maybe I haven't added the other ones yet. But lots of fun cards. What do you guys think of the cards? So we are going to, let's see. Yep, maybe it's this one or this one. We'll do a choice. So I'm going to raffle off these two using the comments from last week and the shares. And let me get that ready over here. Let's see, where's our wheel of names? There we go. And let's see. Oh, my camera's crooked too. Everything's crooked. Let's straighten that out. That looks better. Okay, so now let's go here and let's give it a spin. And hi, Joan. Thank you. And we have Judy B. So congratulations, Judy. I hope you are able to see the replay. I'm just looking for my Post-it notes here. So I've got my Post-it notes and I need a pen. A pen would be good. And so let's write this down. So Judy's, you're gonna have to choose or I will choose for you. So I will let her know and she can come look and choose. All right, so let me reduce this and go back here. There we go. Okay, so now I'm gonna fill this out really quick. So Judy B. Okay, so the kit. So here is the instructions for the kit. And then we have the stamp set. And then these are the coordinating dies. And I think these dies go really, really well with this kit. I think the best out of the 3 kits. And then these are the 3 cards. Oh, I think I did that the wrong way. It's supposed to be that way. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, well. But see, it works both ways. So we have this cute little basket card, super cute, and you stamp the grass around it. I really like that. And then you stamp one of the eggs and put it in there. And then this card, really pretty, supposed to go like that. And then cute bunny card with the flower wreath. So super cute cards. And then you can probably see in the picture that the envelopes have this cute little strip of pretty and pink paper. So of course I cut up an envelope and I'm gonna make a card with the envelope. But first, let's take a look at this Lazy Daisy embossing folder again. Isn't it super cute? I just think it is darling. Let's put these aside. Oh, it's reminding me that I have this here. So let me go back and show you. So we had my team meeting last week and our swap was watercolor theme. So I wanted to show you the beautiful cards that my team made doing watercolor. So this is a watercolor splatter and then watercolor on the leaf. And then this one, she just free-handed it. Amazing. And then this card was watercolored and then the golds put on top. Beautiful. And the swirls go with it really nicely. And then the flowers were watercolored and the leaves. And I like how do you see that kit piece back there? I like how they used a piece of a kit there. Super cute. And then this one, I helped her do this little background thing here and then she stamped that and just did a sentiment and it turned out beautifully. So great job. I really liked them. And then my card, I think I showed everyone last week. So this is the card I made and I did a watercolor resist with a watercolor wash. So using Blackberry Bliss, Highland Heather, and Misty Moonlight. So I think it's a really cool color combination. And now I'm working on my swaps with that lovely piece. So here's my swaps so far in pieces, but I have embossed all of my pieces there. And yes, you definitely need the embossing folder. And then I've got all my flowers cut out. So I'm just like trying to get at least the pieces cut out so that if I run out of time, I can just assemble on the plane or wherever I am. So yes, Lazy Daisy. So I'm gonna use it again today. It's super, super cute. And then this kit, Celebrate Spring, coordinates with the Easter Joy Suite. So the Easter Joy Suite has the Easter basket, stamp set, and dies. And of course we have our little Easter basket here and our little bunnies and chicken. Super cute. And then part of that is the Easter assortment of embellishments. So we have lemon lolly and balmy blue circles with super cute, pretty and pink checkered eggs. So cute. Hi, Gwen. So there's that. And then the DSP is a little different. If you already have this DSP, you know what I'm talking about, but it's thicker than the normal DSP. And this, it has a different coating. I'm not exactly sure what the coating is, but you can kind of see how they're curling a little bit. So it's a little thicker, a little stiffer, a little different, but there's that shine to it. Yeah, you can see the shine there. And then the other side is just kind of regular, but the other side is super cute too. You've got these cute flowers and eggs, cute bunnies, and nice patterns. And then the first piece of the paper has a lot of pictures, I guess, on them. And so I'll show you the other ones, but there's like 2 of these, and then there's, where did it go? So there's this card we're gonna do, and this is one of those pieces from the front piece. And then this card, no, not that card. Let's see, oh, this card right here. And there's a blue one as well. And so there's 2. I'm missing one. Which one am I missing? Well, we'll find out. But this is the front and super cute. And I'm gonna turn these all into card fronts. And I'm gonna use this one to do a really fun floating panel card. So for the floating panel card, you're gonna need a window sheet, a piece of window sheet. And so this one, I think, is 3 by 4. I'm just gonna double check that, 4.5 by 3. Okay, so 4.5 by 3 is our floating panel here. And so I'm going to cut this down to 4.5 by 3. I hate cutting it down because I'm gonna lose the flowers. No. I wish it were a tiny bit smaller, but it'll be fine. I'll be fine. We'll be fine. I did use the dies from, these are the Beautiful Blooms dies. I just stuck a magnet sheet on there and it's just easier. Magnet sheets are just easier. So I cut out a lot of flowers and leaves that we can use. And I cut out a lot of this big, like, postage stamp is what I call this die, postage stamp die. And so I cut out some of the paper and I cut out all the colors, and I have a plain one and an embossed one. So these are gonna be fun to make cards with. And so here's some of the other ones that I cut out. These are all like just the plain Jane ones. So there's so many things, and yes, I'm going to start with this one. We also have the string, and we have these cute little embellishments from the kit, and we've got this nice banner that we're going to use. And so now I need to find my background that I was going to use, the stripes. Oh, this is the other one. Here's the other scene. Isn't that cute? Super cute. So you could like add some flowers and a sentiment and you're done. So that's going to be a cute card. And then where did I put them? Of course I put them in a good place. Oh, they're right in front of me. Right here. Okay. So this is even smaller though. I don't know if I want to, maybe I'll just do, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do one side so that way I can do the other side another time. And I'm going to cut this down. We're going to make the floating panel a wee bit smaller. So we're going to do maybe not 4, maybe 3.5. That's 3.5. Yeah, we'll do 3.5 by 2.5. It's gonna be a smaller floating panel. So these floating panel cards, if you haven't seen them, are super cool. And this will allow me to just get a little snippet of this, or I could do this side. But I'm gonna do this side. And I want some clouds, so it's gonna be in the middle, so not gonna be perfect, but okay, so we said 3.5, but I'm gonna do 3.25 because we're gonna have some spaces in between. So let's see, I want the ground to start right about here, I think. And then I can still use this piece for something else. And let's see where 2.5 puts us. I think that's good. Okay, so 2.5. Okay, so we've got our little scene here. And this is gonna be like our background. And then we have our window sheet. So now, I shouldn't have put that away. We're gonna cut these in strips. So let's do 1/4 inch. So 1, 2, I better like keep these in order or I'm gonna have to play puzzle after cutting all of these. So let's keep these in order. So we're just gonna cut these into 1/4 inch strips. So let's do some more. And then I'm gonna stop in a little bit to just check and see, like spacing wise, how it's looking. So I'm just gonna place these, you can kind of see, here we go. Hi, Margaret, on our window sheet here. And I actually should have put an adhesive sheet behind this before I cut it. That would have been smart. But I was not smart today. Okay, so we can still cut more. Okay, so let's cut some more. So that one. Then this flower gets cut in half, and then I think maybe one more. Okay. Actually, I think we can do a little bit more. So let's do this. Okay, I think that should be better. But we'll start from this side, and if we need to cut more, we can cut more. But I'm just going to use good old glue. I should have done an adhesive sheet, but we'll use some glue, and it's gonna be super fun. It looks, of course, like a floating panel. Where's my glue? No more glue or it's stuck and it's gonna come out in one blob. Okay, I have a pin somewhere. Here's my pin for occasions like this. You just stick the pin in there and kind of move it around, but then you gotta wipe off the pin and then stick it somewhere. Okay, let's try again. There we go. Yeah, there was a big chunk of glue holding it. Okay, so now let's place this down on the edge here, and glue is good in this process because I can move it around, but I don't want to move it around because then you'll see the glue and then I'll make a mess just like that. Okay, we'll clean that up. Oh yeah, adhesive sheet would have been so much faster and better, but thanks for hanging in here with me and checking it out. So now we're just gonna space these about, I would say 1/8 of an inch apart. And we'll try to wipe up the glue. Try and get it in the right spot first. Sorry if my head's in the way. I don't understand how that one is, why that one is shorter than that one. So it's good to use your silicone mat. Don't have glue, whoops. This way. And so this is gonna create our floating panel. You can kind of see it happening now. It might be good not to use my fingers because I just saw a big finger glue mark there. Oh! Like a big smudge right up there. Oh. Okay. Tweezers. So shaky too. Okay. And it's kind of fun. It looks a little bit shuttered, but you can still see the image. Still looks like an image, complete image. Oh dear. Okay, it looks like we will need to cut a few more. Oh boy. Okay. And I think I'm gonna trim the top and bottom off because I'm not doing the bestest job of lining those up for some reason. Not sure, but yeah. So here we go. Last couple of ones for our floating panel. There we go. And then maybe we don't need to cut anymore. Let's see. Goes this way. Okay. I put that on the end. I think that should be good. And then I'll just trim off that end a little bit, I think. Okay, I like it. That is good. Okay. We are gonna let that dry a little bit before I start trying to move it. And I'm just gonna kind of, probably not the best idea, but I'm gonna try to wipe some of that glue off, but I don't know if it's gonna take the color off the paper. I guess we'll find out. I don't know if that looks better or worse. But yeah, we'll try that. There we go. Okay. That does look better. So yeah, use an adhesive sheet. Don't use glue. Glue is too messy. Too messy. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna call that good for now. Let it dry. I'm just gonna wipe this off. And we're just gonna come back to this after let's just do this cute little simple card here. So I've cut it down to 4 by 5 1/4. And look at the cute design on the back. That's so cute. I just love Easter cards and spring cards. They're super cute and beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna put that down and then we're gonna put some flowers in the foreground. So I think we're gonna do some of the peach ones, peach pie. Get another small one. Okay, and we're just gonna we'll group those together a little bit. Uh-oh, more glue. More glue coming up. And then I think I'll pop those up, but I'm gonna glue the leaves down. So have you guys got your paper pumpkin kit? Have you played with it? Have you seen any cool alternative ideas with it? No, Elaine, that's why we're here. Okay. And I'm just gonna kind of overlap these a little bit. Yep, I'm just gonna do basic overlapping here. This one I'm gonna kind of turn this way. And then we'll use some of the mini dimensionals, except for this one. I'll put the big one in the middle. And then got the mini dimensionals. Okay. I'll do one kind of higher and one a little bit lower. So cute little like accent there. And then we have, I need to pull it from over here, a little piece that I've already stamped. So Happy Easter you could do, or actually I think I would rather do something like Hello Spring or something like that. So Hello Spring, where did that go? Hello Friend, and then for you, and here we go, because it's nice and small. And I don't know if I should try stamping it right on here. I'm afraid it's gonna smudge, but I'm gonna try. We're gonna do Shy Shamrock, Hello Spring. Okay, here we go. Straight down, straight up. Ugh, okay, it smudged a little bit, but it should be okay. So there's a simple card right there. I have not heard about the price going up. Yeah, I haven't heard that, so I'm not sure. But we'll have to see. So that was Hello Spring. And now this is from that same sheet. We're gonna do this cute one with the flowers. So this one, we're gonna tuck all the way down here. And then I'm gonna trim the top off a little bit. And then we're going to adhere it to this pretty in pink card base. And that's super cute. And then I'm gonna take the basket and the eggs from the kit, and I'm gonna put them right here on this mound of grass here. So I am going to use a little bit of glue on the bottom of these eggs here to adhere them to my basket, because I'm gonna end up popping all of this up on dimensionals. So I'm gonna go a little dimensional crazy here. So I can also do this to hold it down. And then we'll do some of those. That should be good. And then I'm gonna do some, oh, and then I think I do need to do, well, maybe not. I'm not gonna do it yet. We'll do some of the mini dimensionals around the handle. There we go. Okay. Yes, I did see that there are going to be some price increases in the next catalog. And I think that's just indicative of current state of things and the costs of things. Unfortunately, a lot of things are going up. And so where should I put this basket? Let's put it kind of down here. Okay, and now we can add a couple flowers, and we're gonna put these on dimensionals too. So we can have one over here. We can have one over here, up here like this. And then we can do, I got all colors here. So let's see, we have to do a pretty, I feel like we have to do a pretty in pink. So this will be our pretty in pink one. And then, whoops. I think maybe, yeah, or blue. No, I think blue. And we'll just add some adhesive to the back of it since it's gonna pretty much be on the basket. And then maybe we'll do one more down here. So let's put adhesive on the leaves then. And we'll just put it over here. And then we could do that, but actually I think I want to do a lemon lolly. I don't use lemon lolly very much. Do you guys use lemon lolly? There's some colors I just don't use as much as the other ones. I think this one would be a cute one to do Happy Easter on. Happy Easter. Let's see, maybe right there, maybe up here. Yeah, I think up there would work, be kind of cute. So I used the die from the Words of the Season. It's super cute little banner, and the Happy Easter fits perfectly in there. And we're gonna add a couple of the embellishments. Do the clear ones, these white ones, I guess. So there's a few. So there's another quick and easy card thanks to the background. Okay, and then let's do one of these. So these are really pretty, but I think I do have to cut a little bit more on the sides to get it to fit. So let's do a little bit here and a little bit there. And then we can have the card be vertical or horizontal I think it's gonna be horizontal for this one. And we'll see if our panel is dry. Okay, so we have that. Let's check on our panel. Okay, that's not moving, that's not moving. So I hope we're good. So we're just gonna trim the top a tiny, tiny bit, just so that they're all nice and even. And then same with the bottom, just a tiny, tiny bit. And all the pieces fly everywhere. And then this one, we just need to cut off a tiny bit there too. Okay, so we have our panel ready now. I can scoop all this away or have my little cat vacuum. I think I've shown it to you guys before. It's so cute. It's from Hobby Lobby. And it works very well. It even sucks up glitter and embossing powder. What? Yeah, oh no, this isn't the one we're using it on. Nope, we're gonna do it on this. Nope, that's too psychedelic. Okay, so that, nope, isn't gonna work. So let's pick another, that could work. That could work. I think it's gonna be that one. This could, a little too busy, I think. And that's the other one, and that's too busy. Yeah, you kind of need one that's not quite, not a busy background. Okay, so let's get a crumb cake base then. Or we could do balmy blue would be good, I think. Let's see what we have here. Balmy blue to kind of go with this, or crumb cake. So crumb cake definitely keeps the focus on our panel here. And let's see this right here. Gosh, this is actually kind of a hard decision. That one or that one? I think I'm gonna go with this one. Just keep it, the background muted, and let the panel be the focus. Oh no, not the eggs. Don't want to cover the eggs, but oh well. There's more eggs. Isn't that cute? That's a really cute one. And this one, since it's kind of already curving, I'm just gonna put adhesive on all of the edges. Oh dear. Okay. And then we'll trim this a little bit. Okay. And now we're gonna do our floating panel. So for the behind, we're gonna have to do the thin, oh, what are these called? Again, foam adhesive strips. There we go. And so we're just gonna add strips. You don't have to add them to every one, I guess, but I'm gonna add them to every single one. So there's no dipping in my panels here. So this is what you do to make it look like it's floating. So you use some type of dimensional or foam adhesive strip, or the foam, we have the foam pieces, so you could cut them into any shape, honestly. And it's just really fun to create this raised look that looks like it's floating. Have you guys made floating panels before? Yes, I think this kit is like super cute. Like even just the cards themselves alone, I think are cute. And I could make them just as they are and be happy. But of course I have to make alternatives. Alternatives are super fun. Okay, so there's all our foam strips. I think I might trim this one a tiny bit at the end because I don't want anybody to see my secret behind there. Okay, and then just got to get all the backings off. Okay. Oop. But you could do a floating panel card with a circle shape and have the stripes going across. You could do it with pretty much any shape. A heart shape would be fun to do. And then I'm just gonna put it right in the middle here. Oh, you know the other thing, is you could add like a separate sheet of cardstock underneath it and then put it down, but am I gonna do that? I feel like that would be good to do, but then I feel like I should put it on the blue. Okay, let's see, what other, do I have any blue that's already cut and not a card base? That's a card base, and this is a card base. I think they are all card bases. Oh, there's this light blue from the kit. Ta-da! Okay, we're gonna put it on this light blue piece from the kit. So this is one of the kit cards. I cut it in half to make the card for my tutorial. So that will be coming out the 1st of March, so you can check that out. And then we can adhere this piece down. I think that looks nice. There we go. Okay. I don't want to cover it up. What? I should do that small. I should have done that small one. Gonna borrow the small one, and I'll cut out another one for this later. Borrowing the small one, and I don't want dimensionals on it because the foam adhesive strips are already pretty tall, and then it will be difficult to mail. Come on. But I think this would be perfect right there. Oh, that's so cute. Yes, it would be for a very special friend. I think I have to use glue again. But I had fun sending out the Valentine's cards. I sent them to my team. Some of them were a tad bit late, but I sent them anyway because I figured that they would appreciate and like them even if they were late. And there we go. Happy Easter. And then we can do some of these. I think, did I get it? I think right on the floating panel would be fun to do. So do one there, like one there, and then one up here. And there we go, floating panel. So like I said, you can do that in a circle, you could do it in a heart, you could do it as a whole panel, you could do it in shit. There's so many ways to do it that are super, super fun. So that's a floating panel card. And then I have a whole stack, so we'll see how many we get through. We already kind of did one like that, so I'm gonna skip that. I might pull in this. So this is also a card from the kit that I embossed with the Lazy Daisy embossing, and I thought it would be super cute to make something with. Okay, so there's the rest of that we can use for something. And so, Oh, it would be fun to use that, or to go for some color here. And then I could do balmy blue. And I think that looks nice, but I think this is more contrasting. Yeah, I like this better. I like that better. And then, yeah, so here's the original card bases. We have kind of a lemon lolly, and we have this kind of shy, like a lighter shy shamrock and a lighter balmy blue. So this is, I think I cut one of these off, maybe. Not sure, but super cute. And I can tell it's from the card piece because the other side is white. So it's not cardstock. I should probably do a little bit more since this is embossed, just to make sure it stays in place. And, love it. Love the texture. It's just so cool. Oh, we've got two here. Oh, we could do eggses, but I think the theme on this one is flowers. Oh, but there's also this flower one. No, I like that one better on this card. Okay, so I'm actually crazily not going to put this on dimensionals. The embossing folder has quite a bit of dimension. So I'm just going to tack that right down. And then it would be fun to just do, so that's like a flower there, and to kind of make a 3D flower there pop out. And then we could do one, we could do this one over here. We can make that blue. And then I feel like I want to do one more, but this one's too high. So maybe this one over here, and this one will be maybe pretty in pink. No, I'm thinking just one. Just one, and then I can do a cute sentiment. So we've got Happy Easter, hello friends. What does this say? Easter is on its way. I like the hello spring, just like a little hello spring. That's what I think I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna cut it out with that same banner. So we'll do that there. And then I'll clean that off. Okay. And then let's pop both of these up. Then other dimensionals. It's hard to keep track of dimensionals sometimes. Okay, so we're just gonna put this here, kind of on the bottom. Then we'll add our tulip right there. And then I'll probably put hello spring over there. And then we can add like some of these guys on here. One there, one there. Okay, so that's gonna be super cute card. Just gonna trim, no, because I don't know how long it needs to be. And I keep forgetting to do the string. We can totally add the string to some of these. So I think it would be cute to do a bow on the basket and maybe even on this card. Nope, these are not ribbon scissors. Okay, ribbon scissors, please. Or super sharp scissors. And glue dot, glue dot, glue dot. 2 glue dots, and I'm just gonna, whoops, I was gonna kind of roll it, but it came right up. So let's kind of smash it on there, or roll it, or whatever. And then we can put a little bow off to this side. And I think that's super cute. And then we're gonna add our Happy Easter back up there later. And then we'll just cut that yucky edge off, that ugly edge off. And then we'll make another little bow. Okay. And then I think it might be cute to do like over there. Make it a little bit tighter. And I'm just gonna go ahead and stick it on, and then I'll scrunch it together. And then super cute. I like the bow. What do you think? Okay, we're not gonna do a bow for this one. We have all of these pieces. And then, like I said, I cut off the flap of the envelope, pretty in pink. So I thought it would be fun to use the egg side. So excited to use the eggs side. And then, oh, I should have added this first. Usually I do, but I didn't this time. So maybe we're gonna go all the way across. Well, we're just gonna hope that that's close to 4. We'll just go a little bit more than 4, just in case. Okay, no, I think it is right at 4. So we will go, we'll go right at 4. Come on. Okay. Okay, good. So we're gonna add the envelope flap to the middle here. Okay, and then we have this piece from the kit, the square here, or I guess that's really a rectangle. And we have some eggs and flowers that we could use, or we could use some of these. The eggs are all the same color though, but we could do like 1 egg, I think, and some flowers. I think that would look cute. Like that or something. Maybe add a little one. Let's see. Let's cut 2 and then just nah. Okay, so let's see what these flowers look like. So we have, I think we just have the pink flowers. And they're very small. But we could kind of do, yeah, we could do this. We could do large, large, small. And then we'll stamp our sentiment in the middle. Let's do that. Okay, so we have sweet spring greetings. So I think I'm gonna try it in the pretty in pink. Okay. Sweet, oh, I might need to re-ink it because it looks like it's gonna be really light. That's okay, but pink is too light. So let's try Shy Shamrock. Shy Shamrock is getting a lot of love lately. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can stamp right over it. Okay, wish me luck. It's not as easy as it looks. I think I got it. And it looks like it just has like a pink shadow. So yeah, we're just gonna go with that. And then we're gonna add our dimensionals, and then we'll add just those little flowers around. And I think that'll be very nice. It's not super fancy or anything, but I think it's a nice greeting card. And we'll just use those dots that come with the kit. As I've said before, oh, they're not my favorite, but I don't understand why this one's on the back. Okay, but they do hold. There's one that has some on the back already, but let's go ahead and put that there, and then this one, and then this one, because I am not one to waste, and not waste adhesives especially. Maybe we'll put the two up here because I feel like there's more room up here. I'm just kind of bending it up. I think it looks cuter if the petals are up. And then let's see what it looks like if I should put one up there, one down. Kind of feel like I should like, should I do it there? I feel like I should move this over and put it up here. What do you think? Okay, cute. So don't forget, you can use the flaps of your envelope and they can make a cute little accent. It could make a cute little accent on this card too. So you just chop them off. So here's the one I chopped off, and then you can use it to put all your little bits and pieces in if you want after you're done. But it's really easy to cut the flap off and then get it the size you want. So you're just gonna stick that in there, and then you've got a nice little pocket. And I've seen some things that people have done with the pockets that's really cute. And then along this edge, we're just gonna cut. I'm gonna do that side so I can have a flat edge. And then I'm going to cut this side again to get a nice straight edge. And then I can cut this at 1 3/4, but it's only 5 inches long. So you can't, it doesn't go to 5 1/4. I've tried, but you can cut it in half like I was doing last week, and then it can go on both sides. So still really cute and very usable. Okay, this one would be cute with like a flower and an egg and Happy Easter. And need 3 elements, I feel like. So maybe another element over there. But I feel like it also needs like a bunny or something. Oh, and I forgot I can use these pieces too. But actually I'd rather do this other one that I have prepared here first. Yes. So this is the beautiful die from the extra dies, and I did remember to put it on an adhesive sheet. So look how easy that was. And then I think it looks really nice on this banner. Whoa! I feel like it just fits perfectly right there. And then I want to put it on this. I think I might switch this to be the embossed piece. Did I emboss a blue one? I did. I think the embossed one is cuter. So let's use the embossed one. And that is beautiful. Sigh. I like it just like that. Okay, but I'm gonna try to focus here. So I've got some flowers, and I actually think I want to turn it this way. So I need a different card base. There we go. And I'm kind of, oh, stripes. I think the stripes are kind of nice with some flowers. Let's do the stripes, the stripies. Okay, so we're gonna do the stripes. Oops, and put the stripes down, okay. And then I'm gonna put this down flat because I wanna pop up other things. And I am gonna put it in the upper middle, but I think I'm gonna put this little banner off to the side a little bit, add a little bit of interest. And I tried to cut all the little tabby things off before we started. Oh, but that's just the L. Okay, so I did do it. So I'm just gonna do it a little bit off to the side, and then I think that's gonna make it look really interesting and nice. Are these my guys over here? Okay, so I wanna pop all of these up. So let's use big dimensionals there, and then I have a few of these little dimensionals left. So we can go ahead and use that. And then I save these because sometimes I'll put adhesives on something and then I'll change my mind and end up like not using it for that. So I just put it on one of these and put it aside to save for later for something else. And we need to start a new sheet of mini dimensionals. And I just start right in the middle. And I just go from the middle out. Just peel it off there. Okay. And then we're just gonna do the flowers kind of over here. So they're kind of off. And then kind of tilt them so they don't look quite so uniform. I'll tilt this one this way. But I want to bring it up a little bit. Okay, we're not going to bring it up a little bit. And let's see, we're going to put that one there. And then this one we can put over here. And then we have our pink one that we'll put right there. Okay, what do you think? Okay, now we need, whoops, I was gonna throw that away. I don't wanna throw that away. I think I wanna do a bow. I think I wanna do like a bow with like 3. So there's 3. And then you cut it. And then 1, 2, 3. We're gonna go through the middle, and back around through the bottom, and then through the loop. Come on. And then I'm gonna tie another knot just to make sure it's super secure and not gonna come undone. And then I'm gonna pull it off here. Maybe I shouldn't do it quite so tight. Under one of those pre-cut postage dies, yeah? Yep. Something like that, but I would, cut it in half and expand it. There we go. And then we'll just open these up a little bit. There we go. And glue dot. Love glue dots. And then we'll just add that up here. Super cute. And then we'll add some of those embellishments. Do one there and do one there, and then we'll do one up over here. And yeah, I still feel like I should put something there, but There we go. I'm not sure about my deciding. I think that looks nice, but the flowers I'm not sure about. Maybe I should put them down there too. But anyway, there it is. Okay, so there's that one. And then let's see if I can do one more. Let's pick a good one. No, not that one. Nah, nah. So here's kind of what I have. So that's similar to the card that comes in the kit, but I thought it would look better on peach pie. Don't you think that looks better? Well, let's take the flowers off. Yeah. So I'm going to do something with this, and you could just stamp a message in there. So this might just be a simple card. And then I thought it would be fun to do a wreath on this, but I'm not sure because it's not popping because it's too busy. Put the bunny, happy Easter. So I'll think about that. And then here's the one that I did wrong. So I might actually like do it correctly on this one. Well, do it like they show it. And then I've got some more of that paper that I'm gonna use to make these cards. And then I was having so much fun, and there is so much going on with just the Easter basket bundle that I'm gonna continue it next week because there's lots more to show with this whole suite. For instance, this basket right here, and I cut out strips from the peach pie, lemon lolly, pretty in pink, and shy shamrock. And here they all are. And you can weave these like in and out of the basket to create a fun, colorful Easter basket. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll show you that next week, and I'll show you the other cards that I finish. But I'm gonna make some more cards because I stamped the bunnies and I want to cut those out. So I want to put some of the bunnies in the basket and do some fun things, maybe interactive things with the bunnies because they're really cute from the stamp set. So the cute little bunnies, and there's a cute little chick too. So we could do something with that. Yeah. And then, so you just weave this in. So this kind of takes a bit of time. You have to be patient and enjoy the process. And ta-da! And so you just kind of push that up to the top there and then trim it off over here. And then pick another color and do it the opposite way, right? So then this one comes up. So I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna be showing you some fun cards using the Easter Joy Suite next week, because there's still lots more to do with this suite, and I didn't wanna not give it enough time and representation. And there's still lots of time before Easter, so I feel like I have time to do this one. So let me just finish weaving this. It's kind of fun. I wish I had like a needle though, or a latch hook or something to help me guide this through a little bit, but it's not too bad. See? So go like that, and then just pull it up, up, as far as it will go. And then you can just trim it off right at the edge of the basket there. See how cute that is? Let's pull it up a little bit more because I want to get all of the colors on there. I'd like to get them on there twice, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So you just keep weaving them in and out. Okay, so I'll just start the lemon lolly, and then I will wrap up and show you all the cards that we made. Look at that. Super cute. So really fun bundle. There are lots of fun things in it, the eggs and the carrots, so I'll just leave it there, and then I'll keep weaving. Just keep weaving, and see there's lots left over from the kit, so I will be using more of these things and putting more together. And then I'm so excited about the card that I made for the alternative tutorials. It is super cute, and I think these are kind of cute too. Like, you could totally like use that for a card and then like stick some flowers in there, and that would look kind of funky modern thing. I don't know, it's kind of interesting. So I kept all of these while I think about what I want to do with them, but I am going to make lots and lots of these. Where did my other one go? Oh, it's up here. And so I'd like to send some of these out. I feel like we send out so many cards for Christmas, which is great, but I feel like Easter needs to be represented too. And so I think it would be cool to send out some Easter cards. Who wants an Easter card? Just let me know. Send me your, whoops, this is not the right card. Send me your address if I don't already have it, and I will do my best to send you an Easter card. I don't think I have the right thing, so whoa. So hence these little backing pieces to just hold that thought and don't stick to anything else. Just hold that thought. And then I have lots of fun elements to use to put together. So, and extra cards. And so this kit can, I mean, if you expand it and use different cardstock backings, and I mean, look at all these. You can really make a lot of cards. I'm gonna do a card with this, and a card with this, and a card with this. So the fronts are really fun too. I like them. I just really am trying to like make as many cards as I can with each suite. So I think it's, obviously I think it's fun to just sit and make cards. I don't have time all the time, but when I do, fun to make and even more fun to send and receive as well. So, okay, I will stop myself for now, but super fun. So super fun, sweet, super fun kit. I don't know if they have, do they have any refills? Let me see. I should have checked that before, but let's check it out. So celebrate spring, and we do. So there are refills for the kit available now. Gosh, I think it's so cute. Add to cart, right? Okay, so I think I'm gonna make a bunch of Easter cards to send out. And yes, it's very fun to weave the basket. And Judy, you won the card from last week. So you won the raffle, but you have to pick because there's 2 different cards that I offered. So go back and watch the replay and let me know which card you want. Unfortunately, they're like similar colors. Oh, I just show you right now. What the heck? So there's the Calypso Coral Flower, or there's the Peach Pie Big Flower. Okay, so let me know which one you want me to send you, and I will send it to you. I've got it right here. And I'm gonna make more of these cards and I'll share them with you next week. Next week is March. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And like I said, I'll be doing the Easter Joy Suite March 4th. It's gonna be March 4th. Crazy. Put my calendar to March. And then On Stage is coming up in March, so I will not be doing a live on the 11th because I will be in, okay, Calypso. So I will do Calypso, and there we go. I might pop in for a little hello from On Stage, but sometimes just things are going so quickly and so many people, and I'll forget unless I like have a really loud alarm, but I don't know if I want to do that because I might be like in a session or something because we don't have the full agenda yet. But I'm really excited to see my friends. It's super fun. If you're going, come say hi to me. I'd love to meet you, and I might have a little gift for you if you come over and say hi. And I hope you guys have a great week and a great weekend, and I will see you next week for some